Welcome to Clayton Visual Arts monthly presentation of art at Clayton Center. The artist this month is Zborovan. Zborovan.
Close enough.
And that sounds kind of Adriatic?
It's Czechoslovakian.
Czechoslovakian.
Yeah.
And were you born here, or did you?
I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
I've heard of Brooklyn, New York.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's a happening place right now, isn't it?
I know.
Do you go home at all?
Oh, I haven't been there in a while.
Is that right?
Yeah.
One of the things I found fascinating about your life is all the different places you have lived.
Mm-hmm.
You got around. So you started out in Brooklyn, and you kind of knew you wanted to be in art from an early age, is that right?
Yeah, it was kind of in my DNA. That's when biology decides the course of your life. You have no choice.
I understand. Now, you did go to school for a short period of time for art.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What was the name of the place?
It was Parsons School of Design. That was about it.
And you spent about a year and a half there?
Yeah, thereabouts.
And then you started to travel?
Yep. Well, I was traveling prior to that.
Oh, okay.
I hit the road, I must have been about 17, 18, like that.
So, I think after reading your bio that you might have been inspired by Jack Kerouac.
Yeah, I read
On
his
the
book.
Road.
It's amazing when you're 17, 18, you're easily impressionable. At this age, I reread it, and the man is such a hack, but we'll move on.
I read it. I was in the Army. I think it was in 1962. I read it. And I just thought it was fun. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it influenced me or not, but my wife and I have lived a lot of places also. But tell us some of the places you've lived and what did you do while you were there?
Oh, God. Jersey.
Where'd you live in Jersey?
Kearney. And I also lived in Jersey City.
Okay.
And
I spent a year in Jersey City. I was converting an apartment house into a co-op apartment house.
ah,
It was a scary place. I didn't like Jersey City very much, but I put a full year in.
yeah, well, I was there just for a wee bit. It's the only thing I can afford at the time, so. And I did some painting. I was working for a publishing house at that time.
You did make it out to California?
Just to visit, not to live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had a friend there, a high school friend. So he lived in San Francisco.
Wonderful. You didn't get hooked by San Francisco life?
No, I mean, when I saw a T-shirt saying "Go climb a street," I said, "Nah, I'm done."
It's funny.
Yeah.
Because you do climb a lot of streets when you live there.
You have no choice.
Yeah. Where was maybe your favorite place to live?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I did a lot of traveling. I really didn't have a destination. I found if you don't have a destination, you can't get lost. So I never got lost.
That makes sense.
I ended up a lot of places.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, your work is a little bit different
Yeah, I've been
from
told
what
that.
we have.
Yeah.
One of the ladies said to me the other day, I said, "This stuff is kind of out there, isn't it?" She says, "I think it's wonderful. What I think is out there is tobacco barns. I'm sick of tobacco barns and sunsets and all that kind of stuff." She says, "That's art, and that's what CVA is all about. We want to bring art to the people, and we've got to have more than just tobacco barns." And I go, "Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am."
Yeah.
So anyway, tell us about, I really like that piece right there. What's the name of that?
Shaman?
What's the name of it?
Shaman.
Shaman. Tell us what inspired you to do that.
Well, that was with the the Aztec prediction of 2012.
Okay.
And subtitled is, predictions of doom and gloom come and go. That's basically it. Yeah.
Now, you do kind of name almost all of your paintings.
Yeah.
You have a name on them. And that's a talent, coming up with a name for all of them. But what I noticed was that they kind of make sense when you read them, most of them.
Yeah. Well, I make up stories in my head about the characters. I create these little characters and then I paint them.
Okay, so your medium is normally Oil?
No, acrylic.
Acrylic?
Yeah.
All acrylic.
Acrylic on usually canvas or any flat surface I can get my hands on.
Now, you also bought a little structure with you,
Yeah, that's the,
and I'm sure we'll have
loft.
that for people to see. And tell us what that's all about.
oh, that's got that's got a history. I made up, matter of fact, I'm thinking of writing a screenplay. It's got so much information, so I figure why not. That is the Zamalek curse. It deals with my character, which is Miklos Damek Zamalek, and he was an artist. And matter of fact, I have a picture of him right there. That's
that.
the Zamalek 5, starting with Miklos, his mother, his father, the first victim of the Zamalek curse, and the latest victim of the Zamalek curse. That's when...
It's different. I don't think we've had anything like that
no,
here
you
before.
probably won't again either. That's where Miklos, happens about 2 minutes before Miklos enters his loft and commits suicide.
I see.
Yeah. And then...
And this is from Czech lore?
I just happen to be Czechoslovakian because that's my heritage.
I understand.
No, it's just a story I made up. in my
Oh,
head.
a story you made up?
Yeah, I make up stories and then I paint them.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually people paint something and then they come up with a story.
See, I was standing here thinking, bet there's a bunch of people watching this on TV and they're saying, Larry doesn't know much. He doesn't know about that?
No.
So it wasn't me, huh?
No, these people are looking online right now for Miklos Zamalek and they're not going to find them. I mean,
Okay.
so I just create history. I learned that from 1984.
How many pieces you have tonight?
Should be about 28 of them here, if I'm not mistaken. It was supposed to be 30 or 31 or something like that, but two fell apart.
I was impressed with the way a lot of them are framed and put together. I mean, it's very attractive.
Oh.
And some of them are 2-3 pieces attached together. And,
Oh, the interrelated? Yeah.
yeah.
Like we have Hyacinth and Reginald over there. And that's Malcolm, their son. And their chairs are over there. Yeah.
These are made up people too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just make up people and I paint them.
You have a very active imagination.
Yeah, I thought that was a real important part of painting.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this time, you're living in Apex.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of shows?
Oh, no, this is the first show I've had in, oh my
Okay.
God, probably since the last time I was here.
So where do you keep all this art?
I keep it in my apartment, leaning up against the wall, and I occasionally dust it.
Well, that's good, especially if you bring it out to the show.
Yeah, I did. I had to. It was murder. But yeah, well, I sent out my portfolio. It's a numbers game, but with the economy, it's to be expected.
Well, now I know your mother is still with you.
No, she lives somewhere
Oh, she
else.
lives somewhere else, but
Yeah.
in the Apex area.
No, yeah, in Apex. She's about 3 minutes away driving.
I see.
Yeah.
And she's got to be impressed with you, with your imagination, with your talents, because you are very talented.
Oh, well, thank
Your
you.
work is beautiful.
I have no idea. You'd have to ask her.
Okay. Okay. Okay, what are the other real things in your life? You have a son here.
My son Morgan.
Morgan,
Come on over here, big
over here,
guy.
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Stand kind of close to your dad so we'll get you on the microphone.
I want you over here.
How's your dad work at art? Is he doing it all the time or just sometimes?
Whenever he can, really. Whenever he has time to. But he kind of realizes all he has to do is sit on the couch and watch TV, and an hour passes by and he has a painting leading right onto the coffee table. So it really takes dedication, really. And I admire him because I can't draw to save my
That was
life.
my next question. Have you been bitten by the bug? But you haven't.
No, the bug totally ignored me. Nah. I passed art class with a D. Nope.
Now this little guy is 16 years old.
And what are you, 6'2", 6'3" by now?
I'm 6'1.5".
6'1.5", okay. Okay.
Who's got a quib over a half inch, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway,
But-
where you go to school in Apex?
Apex High. I'm a freshman. Yeah.
But you don't play basketball, I bet.
No. Never really been into sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you into? Computers?
Basically.
Games? Yeah.
Yeah. Something in the technical field. Yeah.
So
But
stay with it, and maybe you can go to college and do something with it,
yeah.
That's the plan.
because you know he's going to need your help. You know,
Oh, yeah.
so you've got to get a job and keep him in the manner he's accustomed.
Well, he always says, if I grow old and senile, don't take care of me. I'm just like, Dad,
No, I
you know
told
that's
him,
not going to happen, right?
I already told him I've got my own elephant burial ground picked out.
Yeah.
Morgan, thanks for coming on with us,
My pleasure.
and you take care.
Mwah. Love you.
So, are you planning any other shows in the near future?
Oh, it's really not up to me. Like I said,
Oh, okay.
I send my portfolio out, and whoever contacts me, I'm for it. You know, hopefully this will give me a little exposure.
Well, you have
Yeah.
CVA as a reference now, so.
Yep. All right.
Well, we're so glad that you were able to join us.
Oh.
Your work is fabulous. The most recent shows we've had have all been two-man shows.
Huh.
Most of the people can't put together a one-man show, but you did
Oh.
very, very handsomely.
Oh, thank you.
So I hope that you'll all have an opportunity to get down to the Clayton Center and see this work. It is, it's different. It's wonderful. The technique and so forth is amazing. So try to get down. It'll be here till the end of June. Next month we have a wonderful show, a little bit different. The main artist will be Michael Shield. And Michael is a photographer, so the work will be, half of the gallery will be his work. The other half of the gallery, we are giving an opportunity to the members of CVA to hang a couple of pieces of their work. And I suspect we'll probably have 20 to 24 pieces of work. So you can come and see the different styles and the variety of talent that we have in CVA as the artists. And I think you will enjoy it. The reception will be the first Thursday of July.